Becky Jones podcast regarding losing. Let's talk about it. First of all, I used to be 6 stone heavier. I also used to be 2 stone lighter than this. I'm also qualified in level 5 Royal Society of Public Health Nutrition. My whole job is specializing in helping women lose weight. Now, I am paraphrasing, but in this podcast, Becky did touch on how she lost this and that she didn't want to talk about it because she didn't think it'd be helpful to people. That only leads me to one conclusion. And again, I am so sorry if this is wrong, but this is what I work with day in and day out. If it's not healthy for other people, it's probably a disordered way of eating. And this isn't to shame anybody, but more to raise awareness and help people if this is you or one of your friends and family. I feel like I could be barking up the wrong tree completely here, but hopefully this does help someone. So sorry, Becky, if this isn't what you meant. I also want to say that I support women losing weight however they choose to do so, whether it's medicated or not. I just encourage everybody to do it healthily. I want to talk about some of the signs you might see in people if their eating is disordered, and therefore find the appropriate channels to help them in the future. Also, being overweight is healthier than being underweight. Yes, obesity will take your life, but it usually takes your life on average of 40 to 60 years. The other way can take 4 to 6 months. It's because your body needs fuel and energy to survive and do basic functions. The body is much likelier to fight off infection and disease if it has energy in it than if it was to not. Some of the signs that you might see in people. Now, most ways of disordered eating come in type A or type B. There are many others. Type B being, might say that they're not hungry or they've already eaten. This is because they might be ashamed to eat food in type B just in case they need to go to the toilet afterwards or in front of a social setting where they don't want to do that. They might also have very rigid rules with food. It might be good food and bad food. Now, there is no good and bad food. There's just such thing as a balanced diet. It might be obsessively counting calories, macros, and weighing food right to the gram with everything they eat, including things like squash and drinks. You might have seen them completely take themselves away from social situations. They might also be going to the bathroom quite frequently after meals or immediately after meals. For type B, you might see that they only eat soft foods and wash it down with a soft drink. You might also see them swapping out normal food for a healthier alternative, such as swapping a slice of bread for a rice cake. There's also the obvious part of their image changing completely and quite rapidly. Safe loss is about 1 to 2 pounds per week. They might be complaining that they're cold, they're dizzy, they've got a headache, they might be tired all the time, they might have thin nails, brittle hair, and their hair might be falling out due to lack of nutrients in the body. Fast weight loss does cause your hair to fall out, and that is because you are more than likely to be lacking nutrients. You might find that they're moody, irritable, and just horrible to be around compared to what they used to be. This is because blood sugar levels are always so low, and they are literally experiencing hunger. Unfortunately, as medicated weight loss rises in this country, so do eating disorders. Even a child shouldn't be on less than 1,000 calories a day. So what do you do if you think it's somebody that you know? Firstly, stay calm and don't approach them saying, I've noticed you've lost a lot of weight recently. If you feel comfortable to say something to them, perhaps say, I noticed you've been a bit stressed and a bit away from food. Also assure them that it's completely normal as a woman in 2026 to have this disordered eating around food. There is so much pressure on us as to the way we look, especially now on social media. It seems like every man and their dog are on some sort of medicated weight loss, and assure them that there is help out there. There are lots of organisations and charities that you can steer them to. I also want to say your GP as well, but we all know where that lies within this country. Again, I'm going to go back to the beginning and say I'm so sorry, Becky, if this isn't what you meant. And like I said, no shade or judgment to you, because a lot of us have been there. Or a lot of us are there. But I think working together as women and highlighting these issues and knowing what to look out for and signs in other people will help take the stigma away from any disordered eating.